I've talked to some folks and say like, hey, I want them using it during their prospecting, and maybe it can help them with some ideas on the outreach. But they're like, I never want the first draft from the AI to go out in an email. Do you fall in a similar line, or are you more open to it being that it's okay if they can use it in their messaging?
No, I think, clearly we can use Claude or chat for the body of an email, but we want it to be your voice. We don't want it all AI. If you're stuck on a sentence or a paragraph, or it's more technical than you have the skills, use AI. But we want it from the voice of our individuals, opposed to all AI driven.
Yeah, yeah. Anything else that you'd say? Careful with that part.
Yeah, AI can hallucinate, and
Yeah.
hallucination is a fancy word for mistakes. So
Hmm.
just because it's chat, just because it's Claude, doesn't mean that it's 100% foolproof. You got to read it. You got to watch for grammar and punctuation and misspellings and tonality and context and voice.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Have you heard of the term human in the loop?
Sorry.
Human in the loop?
No.
Oh, so it's one that people are using to describe like, hey, you got to be careful with where the human is in the loop of the AI. So the AI can do a bunch of stuff, but where that human is in that loop is really, really important. So like to your point, uh, if we say like, okay, it's fine to use Claude to start writing this email and to do the research and do all this, but that human's got to stay in the loop before that send button is hit, and that person needs to be paying a lot of attention to okay, this before it goes out the door is going to represent my voice. Does it accurately represent that voice? Um,
Yeah, and my content team at the Sales Coaching Institute, we love Claude and Cowork and Chat, and there are other AI tools that one can use. There's Grammarly for grammar. There's Hemingway as an editor. There's Quillbot for paraphrasing and rewriting tool, and then Copyscape, which is a plagiarism detector.
mhm.
So those are free or nominal. And using the go-to as Claude or Chat, and then some of these other tools for writing. But there's other bolt-on tools to AI, that one can use when doing spreadsheets or other research.